What's up with it, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Raider Honcho, and I'm back with a brand new video for you. Alright guys, let's get right into it. You already know the vibes. You already know what type of time I'm on. I'm on my way to the J.O. I'm on my way to the job. So I got to get this video in real quick. So let's get right into it. Today we're talking about contract extensions. Now let me correct that. Let's talk about fifth year options. The Raiders have a couple decisions they got to make right now in this moment. It feels like in order to know what direction they're going to be going into free agency or even into the draft or even into the rest of the offseason. So we got three players in mind that everybody's been asking about, everybody's been talking about. We're going to be talking about Josh Jacobs, Clelin Ferrell, and Jonathan Abram. Now, all three of these players, in my opinion, are polarizing players. Maybe the least polarizing player is going to be Clelin Ferrell. But when it comes to Jonathan Abram, when it comes to Josh Jacobs, everybody is split on them. It's either you love them or you hate them. There's really no in the middle. People think Josh Jacobs is too slow. I'm not talking about you, Raider tape. But some people think Josh Jacobs is too slow. He's always hurt. He's not the guy to be the feature back. You talk about Jonathan Abram, people think he just has the IQ of a spoon and that he's just terrible in coverage and shouldn't be on the team. And some people think he's a poor man's Bob Sanders. So when you talk about the fifth year options and you break it down a little bit, the nuances of it, if the Raiders were to pick up Clelin Ferrell's fifth year option, it would be $11.7 million. And I'm telling you right now, that is not about to happen. There's no possible way that I can see the Raiders giving Clelin Ferrell $11.7 million, right? Like, I just don't see that happening. Now, I don't know if there's a way that, because I'll tell you right now, I'm not an aficionado on the damn accountants, on the books, on how they do the contracts. I don't really know none of that. I'm just talking about the numbers that I've heard being thrown out there, and I'm just giving my opinion based on those. I am not a professional accountant or NFL contract aficionado, okay? So check it out. I just don't think Ferrell is worth that money. I think you can accumulate some talent in the draft. You can get some in free agency. I'm just not sure that fifth year option is worth it, especially when you talk about the Raiders kind of being in a tough position with the cap and not having a lot of money and wanting to sign bigger name free agents, right? When you move up the board and you talk about Jonathan Abram's safety, you're talking about a $7.9 million fifth year option if they were to pick it up. And to me, this is one I'm kind of split on, right? I'll say no to Ferrell, but when it comes to Jonathan Abram, I'm split because I'm not sure how Graham wants to use him in his multiple front defense, right? Whether it's a 3-4, 4-3, 4-2, whatever they're going to run, if it's a bear, right? Jonathan Abram does have a place in the NFL. Jonathan Abram could be a starter in the NFL. I just don't know if they're going to try to upgrade that safety position to more of a coverage safety in free agency, or if they're going to try to get a coverage safety, more of a 3-down type safety in the draft class, because there's a lot of DBs in this draft. I'm just not sure what the Raiders want to do. For me, I would bring Jonathan Abram back, because when you talk about short yardage situations, when you talk about goal-to-goal situations, I like the way Jonathan Abram finds a way to get to the football. I don't like the way he finds a way to get to the football when he's in coverage, but as a defensive coordinator, you give me the talent, I'll find somewhere to put him. So in my opinion, I would keep Jonathan Abram. I would get him for the 7.9. I know it seems a little steep, but for me, it takes one less thing that I have to go draft or look for in free agency, which I might overspend anyway to get. So I would keep Jonathan Abram. Now, the most important piece to this puzzle, in my opinion, is Josh Jacobs. His fifth year option is around $8 million, and it is an absolute no-brainer for me. I'm bringing Josh Jacobs back. I'm picking up the fifth year option because, in my opinion, this guy's just a straight dog, and he's a 3-down back. He can catch out of the backfield. Yes, he doesn't have that breakaway speed, but, I mean, there have been some good running backs that ran 4.5, 4.6s. When you talk about the Emmitt Smiths not being super fast, the Jerome Bennett's not being super fast, the Earl Campbell's not being super fast, and I know I'm talking about Hall of Fame guys, but at the end of the day, I don't look at Josh Jacobs as being a scat back. I think you can go draft one of those, sign one of those in free agency. It's kind of what you had at Kenyon Drake. But I do think that Josh Jacobs, even though he's small in stature, he is our ground and pound back. He is our power back. He is our blaster. Like, that's our guy when it's time to get it done. In goal-to-goal situation, you go to Josh Jacobs. So, yes, I do think he's a little on the slower side, doesn't have the breakaway speed, but at the end of the day, that he's third in the NFL making guys miss tackles. Like, this guy has a lot of wiggle in his running style, and I like Josh Jacobs. I think he's a dog. He's a 3-down back, and if you get him more involved in the passing game, he's even more potent and more deadly. I think you pick up the options. Now, all I need you guys to do, whether you agree or disagree, get down there in the comment section and let me know. And at the same time, if you got any value from the video, like the video, man. It really helps us out a lot. Subscribe to the channel. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, both at Raider Honcho. And until the next time, Raider Honcho out.